Greetings, Internet friends. Welcome to another episode of the Synergy Cafe online show featuring speaker, entertainer, close-up illusionist, and marketing alchemist, Magic Brad. It's the Internet lifestyle show about career, finance, relationships, spirituality, and wellness. We're moving the online chatter over to real-life activity. And now, please welcome your host of Synergy Cafe, Magic Brad.
Hey there, friends. Magic Brad here, Synergy Cafe and the Synergy Collaborative. And let me turn down the volume on that audio. Move the graphic out of the way. And today we're going to talk about the topic of wellness. And I've got a friend of mine from my hometown, Minneapolis, where I'm moving back to. And we used to go to a lot of different wellness events together. And she's actually does some wellness events herself. Produces. I don't produce anymore. It's a lot of work. So I got to commend Jennifer for going through that torture of producing an event. At any rate, like I said, we're talking about the topic of wellness. So I'm going to unlock the seat here. And if Jennifer is back with her headset, she can come on. I'd like to talk to her a little bit about the topic of wellness. And here she is. Poof.
Hello.
Oh, can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
That ain't good.
Hang on.
Should have left well enough alone.
I know, but I couldn't hear you very well.
Let's see.
Can you hear me?
You might have, what it might have done is because you were on without your earbuds, it might have
Can you hear me now?
defaulted to something. And now that you have your earbuds, it doesn't work. So you might have to leave and come back.
Can you hear me now?
With the earbuds plugged in?
No,
or
without.
we can do it without the earbuds like it was originally because it worked fine. So if you want to just log out of Blab and then come back in, you'll want to jump all the way out. I don't think it'll work as just coming back in. I think you're gonna have to jump all the way out. But we'll try it again.
Okay, now can you hear me?
No, Jennifer, you're gonna have to jump all the way out of Blab and then probably come back in, and I'll let you in. At least that's what I think is going to be going on because. I don't know. I just think these things. But all is well in the world of wellness. So when Jennifer comes back in, I'll grab her to bring her back in here. Well, Preston's making the call to me, but I can't take that call because I'm on the air right now. So I will chat with Carla a little bit until Jennifer comes back in.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear. Oh, guess what? Oh, you got a little note there. It's my own thing, isn't it? I did that before. Thank you.
Bye.
That's okay. You can be here till Jennifer gets in.
Oh, okay.
Did you come in on the topic of wellness or just in general?
I came in because I saw one of your blabs the other day, so I just wanted to jump in. I have a wellness doctor, and I've been completely well for 7 years because of a wellness doctor. So I thought, well, this might be an interesting topic.
It absolutely would. I mean, wellness to me is like more holistic wellness. It's not just your health and fitness and hygiene and all that. It goes into the mental. And I think it also goes into how is your business life going or your job life, other elements. It's a big picture.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I know, for years I had chronic bronchitis, and I would get well and for about 2 days, and then I'd get sick again. And so once I started getting my physical health back in shape, my mental health improved, my business health improved, everything improved when my physical health was back in order. So it's people don't realize things that make them sick, and that it makes them sick, and it involves their entire being, their life.
Yeah, good word. Your entire being, everything. It's pretty much all around. I mean, it just makes common sense that there's a ripple effect that happens to everything. When you got a cold, all of a sudden you can't go to work. Then all of a sudden you're not getting paid. Then all of a sudden you're losing your house, and then all of a sudden
you get depressed. And
yeah, you get into depression, and exactly.
Yeah, just all rolls downhill, right?
Where are you from? You got an accent.
Hey, Texas.
See, there you go. I knew it. See, I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, so for Christ's sakes, I got an accent too,
You do. So, whenever I'm from a north part of Texas, and the accent is way worse up there. I'm in Houston now, and so when I've been in Houston for a period of time, my accent gets better. I mean, is not as noticeable, but I go back to Lubbock, and I can really talk like this.
The twang. Some people think I'm from Canada.
Yeah.
But Jennifer just dropped out again. I wanted to talk. What the heck? Why did she leave?
She said she can't hear you. So I don't know.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you, yeah. I don't know if something's going on with her headset or what. Yeah.
When she first came in, she was not using the earbuds, and then she went and got the earbuds. So maybe she should have just left well enough alone. But you never know.
Yeah, you're using earbuds. I don't use earbuds. Why do you prefer the earbud?
The reason is because the reason you get feedback is because your sound goes in through the microphones of the computer, and
the speaker.
Macs have a really good altering system, so they don't echo. Okay. But this guarantees it pretty much. So I just have this thing in my ear, and I talk in here, and even when I'm doing my selfie videos, when I'm out here, it brings the microphone here, so it sounds good, and you don't have the wind blowing over. So I just
okay.
This is sort of a simple habit of mine, and I don't have the fancy microphones and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, back to the topic of wellness. Do you have any question that you might want to ask on wellness, and I'll give you my interpretation of it?
Well, what's your definition of wellness? Just start from there.
That was it. I think it's all encompassing. It's being well, being in a balance. And I sometimes don't like to use the word balance, but more harmony, because balance isn't real, because everything is always in flux. So it's never in balance, true balance. Everything is always doing the ebb and flow. The sun comes up, sun goes down, the waves go out, the waves come in. Everything is always doing that stuff. The seasons change. So there's no real balance, but there is a harmony.
There you go. So I like that word.
Yeah. Having a harmony or a balance with all of everything you do. I mean, everything you do. And stress comes from, if you think something's more important than it really is, like they say, don't sweat the small stuff because it's all small stuff.
Right.
But you'll look at something like, I got to get to the bus because the bus is going to leave. And if I don't get to the bus, I'm going to miss work. And you start having this monkey mind thing in your head. And it's not real. Everything's fine.
Right.
I just saw a video yesterday of another Minnesotan friend that was on a trip up north, and they got a flat tire, and there was a storm coming, and they had to get to an event, and they were 45 minutes late. So they're kind of stressing. But the reality is, I think the higher power, if you believe in a higher power, put that in place so that you didn't run into something worse down the road. It's kind of like when the California fires. It's sad, but it's a cleansing. That's kind of what's happening.
It is. Yeah, it is. I know that, I used to get really stressed about, especially if I'm running late somewhere. And lately, I've just been telling myself I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. There's a reason why there's a reason why I'm here right this moment, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I think if you can keep that mindset, not be late on purpose, but if, things happen, life happens, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be when you're there. So
exactly. Well, looks like Jennifer's back here, and maybe
can let me hop off so you can do your interview then.
And see if she can hear us. So if you want to pop out and let Jennifer in here.
All right. Thanks, Brad. Bye.
Well, she's having a little bit of a challenge coming in now. Must be something in the universe giving us challenges. No, it's not coming in. She might have to try again. And she's going to try again. Here she pops back in. The internet is fascinating and can be frustrating. Jim Rohn used to say, turn frustration into fascination. So I'm fascinated why this works. She came in initially just fine. I could hear her. And then all of a sudden, now we're having challenges. And the same challenges that we had with Preston. So I wonder what's going on. So we're going to turn this into like a free-for-all because I don't want to stress out about it. And we'll try and let Preston in this time, see if we can get Preston in. And we'll continue to try bringing Jennifer. Or it might be just me doing this bad boy by myself. And then it is what it is. Preston's on his way in here. So speaking of the topic of wellness, right now the show isn't doing very well. But again, like we were talking earlier, don't stress it. It's just one of those things. Tomorrow's another day. In fact, we could do this in another 5 minutes. The technology will allow us. It is just what it is. It says Blab crashed on my computer one day, and I had to hit the refresh on the URL bar. So maybe try that. Hit the refresh on the URL bar and come back. And if Jennifer is able to come back in, maybe she's rebooting her computer. There she is. I hope she can make it. Give it a shot, Jennifer. We can do this. Persistence brings virtue. That's the way I look at it. So Preston's going to, I think, reboot. Oh, he has rebooted his computer. She said not reboot, but to refresh the browser window. So that might be a thought. Jennifer, are you able to try and come back in here? I want to talk about your event.
Okay. Is it working now?
Success.
Hey, all right. We're not even going to talk about Mercury retrograde. So
see, persistence brings virtue. You just got to keep on swinging the bat, you know?
Yep.
It's just like what I see, like the method of marketing. Everybody's got these statistics and things for marketing, and I've kind of given it up to the dandelion principle, where you got those little fuzzy dandelions, just go and plant seeds, yep, and something will germinate, maybe.
Absolutely. Yep.
So you're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, my hometown, actually Preston's hometown too. He's living in Honduras.
Oh, okay.
Fortunate for him, he's down there where it's nice and warm in Honduras, sometimes too warm.
Sure.
He lives next to the second largest barrier reef in the world down in Roatan.
Oh, wow.
You ever heard of Roatan?
No, I haven't. I've heard it's beautiful.
I hadn't either, but it's amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're up in Minnesota, and
Yep.
The reason I brought you on today because our topic is about wellness, and you have an event coming up soon, actually.
I do, yeah, in a couple weeks, 3 weeks-ish, 2 weeks, something like that.
October, was it 3rd and 4th?
October 4th is the full day event. Yeah, there's a little VIP event the night before, but yeah, okay, officially the 4th.
Acclamation kind of thing. Cool. And it's right in Minneapolis there?
Yep. Well, a suburb. It's up in Brooklyn Park at the Marriott Northwest. So feels like it's out of town and kind of secluded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what's going to be happening there? You got exhibitors or speakers or panels?
Both. Yep. So Present Summit is a full day conference. We have 9 speakers and exhibitors and a few other things going on. And our main keynote speaker this year is Rhonda Britton, who is just such an inspiration and has Minnesota roots, actually. Came from a really traumatic experience in childhood and kind of turned her life around through different wellness modalities and her own self-healing, and I'm sure lots of therapy. And then we have 8 other speakers, and all of the speakers in general are speaking on the topic of living on purpose.
You want to just rattle through their names? I know one of them is Lori Andrews, which is my wife's very good friends. But you want to just rattle through the names of the people so that people can maybe get some more information of people? Yeah,
so Lori Andrews, who I adore, Amy Qual, I'm trying to think now, Jasmine Brett Stringer, Nia Dalaval, I don't have it in front of me. I should remember. Dejan Farrell, Leave Lane, This is awful. I should remember all of them off the top of my head.
I'm going to put in the sidebar here, I'm going to put the website, so if anybody wants to go to it, actually see and look for themselves.
Yep. So anyways, yeah, they're all fantastic and all have their own unique message. Pardon me?
Got some vendors, you said? Some exhibitors?
Yep, there's about 15 vendors, give or take. And the marketplace is open to the public, too. You can't get tickets that day to the conference, but you can come and see the exhibitors. And the exhibitors are a good mix of wellness products and services. There's a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, and then there's lots of gifts. And most of it handmade, handcrafted, or, really specific to our event, too. And they all kind of support whatever the speakers are talking on too. So they're all a great mix.
So I don't like to make these too long. I like to keep them short.
Sure.
So you kind of listen to what's going on, and then I throw them out to the internet, and I do them every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes a few times a day when there's special stuff. Like I'd like to talk to you again, maybe about some more specific things about the event. We'll propagate that out.
Sure. Absolutely.
But the website is Present Summit, which I put down there.
Yep,
Present,
thank you.
Present. And now, I know it's late in the game, but is there any possibilities of opportunities if someone wanted, is there space for an exhibit booth, or if someone wanted to be sponsor and get some recognition from it? Is there any?
Absolutely. Yep, I have a few. There's 1 or 2 exhibitor spaces open yet, but still space for sponsors as well. And actually, it wouldn't be just for this year. It would be this year and next year's event. And we might be doing smaller events throughout the year next year too. So
I like that.
Included in that.
Sometimes people, God, I missed the deadline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What they do is they say, I can't in their head.
Yeah.
But the reality is deadlines aren't real. If all of a sudden,
exactly.
With a $100,000 sponsorship, I'm sure that you'd be persuaded to give them.
Oh, exactly. Yep. Yeah.
So there's always opportunity, and I like the idea that you got it going as an ongoing, keep the momentum going kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and we really want to build a community, and part of why we do the event is so people can have that personal interaction with each other, because we live in such a digital age, and we tend to sometimes forget that it's good to get together in person too. So
that's what I love about this Blab platform, because now we can start talking with each other and emoting, and you can interrupt each other, and you got stuff going on. It's human almost. So having a real live event like that. In fact, you know that I'm moving back to Minneapolis.
Yep.
Just after your event, I'm going to miss it, so I have to get the remnants, and you have the next one coming.
That's okay. I've got
some things that I'm doing too. So maybe there's areas we can collaborate on some
stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, I'm going to close this up, but I appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks so much, Brad.
And you can stay in the audience if you'd like.
Sure.
And I want to tweet a little bird, but I probably should have done that to tell some other people. But I'll stop the recording part, and then if you want, we can bring Carla back in, and you guys could chat. So I appreciate you taking time. Go ahead and stay there, and peace, love, and happiness. Thanks. For joining the SynergyCafe and the Synergy Collaborative.
Thank you.